That's your hoe. I fucked your bitch. Hold up. Your face look mad as shit. She sucked my dick and you kissed her. Boy, I nut her all on her lips.
It's Diamond, and today I am here to tell you guys another story time. So this is going to be a story time about, as you can see in the title, the time when I was a little thot for the game. So as a lot of you guys know, if you guys have followed me for a bit, like a couple years actually, you guys would know that a long time ago I was in this music video for a song that was by the game. So this is basically the story on that. So when I was 18, I had just graduated high school. I was really like on Instagram even more than I am now, and I followed Dymond Goods. If you guys are familiar with her, her videos were really super popular in 2014. She's still popular now, but that was like when she was super popular. She had made a video on Instagram, and it was her and her boyfriend at the time, and they basically made like a little song. It was just like a little Instagram video, and they made like a little rhyme. So that video got made into a real song that was on the radio, and the game had basically took their little video and made it into a real song, had the boyfriend record a verse, and they made the chorus and all this stuff. So Dymond Goods had posted one day that they were doing a video shoot for the actual song, and she posted all the information. So I screenshotted it and posted it on my Instagram, and I said, who's gonna go, you know, who's going? And a lot of people did not say like I'm going or anything like that. A lot of people were like, you shouldn't do that, why would you want to do that, you shouldn't go. So one girl actually did tell me that she was going to go. She lived in California. The video shoot was supposed to be in LA, in Beverly Hills. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to go, you know, blah blah blah. I'm going to wait for them to respond to my email. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just going to go ahead and submit, and let's see if I even get chosen or not while I'm, you know, contemplating if I'm going to go or not. I want to see if I get chosen. So I sent in some pics. I got chosen. They sent me the information, the date and the time and all that. So I was like, If you guys don't know, the song is called Thot. It's by the game, featuring Problem, Bad Luck, and Hudsino, and of course Dymond Goods, but she's not listed in like the credits or whatever. So they basically are like, yeah, you know, if you have friends, send pictures and blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay. So I asked two people that were really close to me at the time what they thought about me being in the Thot video, because of course, you know, the word thought, you know, we all know what it means. If you don't know what it means, it's that hole over there, and it's just meant to be a negative term. And you know, if you're in the music video, of course they're gonna think like, oh, you must be a thought, or you're comfortable being called a thought, or blah blah blah, whatever. And both of them, they both told me like, you know, you're not a thought, and it's just a video. It's actually a good opportunity. And I thought the same thing. It's going to be a good opportunity for me. I'm going to network, you know, I'm going to get to meet these people, take pictures, and have that to put, like, you know, on my resume if I wanted to, you know, just if I want to start doing music videos down the line. So I'm like, okay. So the day before, literally, I'm decided, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to go. So at the time I was living with my mom, since I had just graduated high school, but I had my own car. Now my car was like a 96 or something like that. And my mom had told me prior, you're not allowed to drive that car to California. Now, since I lived with my mom, I had to listen. I live in Las Vegas. California is a 4 or 5 hour drive from Las Vegas. Or Los Angeles is a 4 or 5 hour drive from Las Vegas. So she said, you're not allowed to drive that car. It's going to break down. What are you going to do when your car breaks down? Blah, blah, blah. So I did have issues with my car, so I did listen to her. But since my car had been being fine, I was like, I'm just going to take this chance. I was a fucking daredevil. Like I still kind of am, but I was worse when I was younger. I didn't really think things through completely, but I was like, I'm gonna take someone with me and we're gonna go. And if I break down, you know, I'm gonna call a tow truck, and then that just means it wasn't meant to be, and I'm gonna go home. And to me, I really didn't have anything to lose, so I got up really early in the morning. I told my mom some excuse. I was helping someone move or something, and went and picked up the person that was going with me, and we went. So we went on the way. We had a totally fine trip. I stopped to get gas once, got back on the freeway, perfectly fine. Everything was fine. Dropped my friend off at their family's house, and then I went on the way to the video shoot. I went and I was like doing my makeup, literally like doing my makeup while driving. Like I had my chocolate bar palette like in the little dashboard part where you see like the speedometer, and I'm like trying to do my makeup, trying to do everything while I'm on my way because I was running out of time and I didn't want to be late. This is my first video shoot. I didn't really know how things work. If I would have known, I would have not done my makeup until I actually got there, because when I got there, nobody was doing nothing. Like, everybody was just sitting around. We had to be there at 10 a.m. and we didn't even start filming for like another 2 hours. So if I would have known better, I would have just waited, not almost crashed and killed myself, and just did my makeup there. I'm texting the girl that I knew that was going to be there, like, oh, what's going on? I'll be there in a couple of minutes. I'm in a little bit of traffic, blah, blah, blah. This is the first time I've ever been to Beverly Hills before. I'm from LA, I'm from Inglewood, and I stay in those areas generally. I don't really be venturing out to places where I don't know. So I was just like, okay, I'm almost there, you know. I didn't really know my way around, but when I get there, when I tell you we literally are on a hill in Beverly Hills, and my old ass broke down car, I'm like struggling to get up this hill. Like, I'm like, okay, you know, please don't slide back, please don't slide back. So I'm trying to get up to this hill. I get there, get my stuff. I didn't really want to like lose any of my stuff or anything, so most of the time I left my phone in the car. But when I got there, I met up with the girl. It was cool. We kind of just sat around for a long time. Then after we sat around for a long time, we started filming like B-roll stuff. A lot of girls were like twerking, dancing. I knew my mom was gonna see this and probably the rest of my family, so I didn't really want to act a fool. I wanted to be, you know, classy, real classy big. So I was like, okay, I'm not really gonna do a lot of twerking. I do a little, you know, yeah, what? So that's mostly all I did in the beginning. Then finally, like hours later, Problem shows up. If you guys are familiar with Problem, he shows up and does his parts. They sit like near a waterfall. I wasn't trying to get all my face and everything wet, so other girls had got up on the waterfall. I didn't. I was kind of off to the side. I was in the water a little bit. I was, you know, chilling a little bit. And then finally the game comes. So this is the weekend that it was like BET Experience or BET Awards or something. So a lot of celebrities were actually in LA for this specific thing. So T.I. ended up coming, like a lot of people ended up coming. So the game is like, you know, doing his stuff outside of the pool, and he actually fell in. Like, he wasn't, if you watch the video, and maybe I can include in some clips, hopefully I can, he was outside of the pool at first, and we were mostly all in the pool, and he accidentally fell in backwards. So I thought he was gonna be heated. Like, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, music video over, like everything's over with, cut it off. Like, but no, he was actually really cool. So then a lot of people started drinking. Zinc or some type of liquor was sponsoring the video, so a lot of the girls had bottles. They gave me a bottle, but I did not drink at the time, and I damn sure didn't want to drink on camera, only because, like I said, my whole family was gonna watch, and they didn't know I drank at the time, and I didn't drink at the time. So they were like passing all the girls bottles, and even at one point there was one guy, he was like giving everybody shots, and they were getting on camera for like those kind of shots. So he came to me, he's like, here, take a shot. And I didn't want to say no in front of everybody, so I actually did take a shot. But like I said, I didn't drink. They gave us these mixed Moscato things that were pretty cool. I had like took a couple sips, but that was it. And so yeah, once people started drinking, getting more and more drunk though, people started being more ratchet and, you know, being more crazy. So me and this other girl named Asia, we actually ended up getting out of the pool and kind of going to sit down, talking to other people. I got a picture with Just Living Baby, and we were just kind of like moving around, you know, because I didn't want to get thrown in the pool. I didn't want to get completely soaked. I really didn't. I was, you know, sticking to like waist down, you know. So then we get out, and the director or producer, somebody's like, no, you two need to get in. You guys need to get in the front. So I'm like, okay. So we go, and we go in the front. And at one point, I'm like right next to the game, and I look at him. This is the second time I had like been really close to him or whatever. I look at him, and he looks at me. We make eye contact. We're right next to each other. I could touch him. And he goes, and I knew he was gonna do it. He picks me up and throws me. And he said, I need to check, see if the ass was fat or some shit like that. I managed to like, you know, pull one of these so my full face didn't get wet, because I had lashes on, everything. I'm like, oh, I did not want to get all wet. But then we were just in the front. We were all chilling. Some of the other girls was like, you know, doing a lot if you watch the video. And to me, this is what I told my mama too. I said, I wasn't acting like a thought. I said, you could look at the video and see who was thoughts. Like, they were opening up girls' tops, telling girls to kiss each other. They're kissing each other. At one point, this girl was like twerking, and she wanted to meet the game so bad. I remember she was talking so much about it. She was twerking, and she had like a one piece, and the game like moved her one piece to the side. Like, it was crazy. And I was looking at these girls like, oh, okay, like, all right. So that was the video. As soon as it was over, I ended up leaving. I still needed to make it back home before, you know, my mom would like get suspicious or whatever, because I did not tell my mom I was doing a video. I didn't tell her anything. When she did start texting me, I did not have service because I was in the fucking hills, and I was texting her back like, oh yeah, I'm at the pool. But I didn't say what pool, you know what I'm saying? And there wasn't like the little location services on iPhone at the time, thank God, because she has my location now, so I would have been busted. But I was like, yeah, I'm at the pool, so yeah, I just don't have service, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, yeah, I'll be home soon. So I left at like 6, so I got home at like 10, which was late, but not too late to where I was like, where the fuck are you at? Like, what are you doing? So, fast forward, I checked WorldStar every day because they told us that's where the video was gonna come out at. I checked that shit every morning, like, is the video out? Is the video out? Because I hadn't told anyone. I hadn't told my mom, nobody in my family, and I knew that they would see it. There's certain people in my family that kind of like to watch what I'm doing, and they kind of like to like tattletale and like, you know, snitch on me or whatever. So I was like, I know I don't want them to see it and tell my mom and my family first. I want to see it to make sure they didn't catch me doing nothing, even though I did not do anything crazy. And I wanted to show my mom first. So I'm like, okay, I'll check every day. So by this time I moved out of my mom's house, thank God, so she couldn't beat my ass even if she was mad. So I check one day and I see it and I'm like, oh shit. So I look, it's perfectly fine on my part. I didn't do shit crazy. They didn't catch me doing shit crazy. I was mostly worried about them showing me taking the shot, but they did not catch me doing anything. So I'm like, great, perfect. So I sent it to my mom, I sent it to my grandma, and I'm like, yeah, you know, watch this, I was in this video, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, dang, why didn't you take me, blah, blah, blah. Her reaction was perfectly fine. She didn't have any problem with me doing the video. She thought it was more funny, which to me it was more funny. It wasn't like, I mean, it wasn't like I was in there acting crazy. It was just more of like a fun, like funny type of experience, and she took it that way, and I was really glad that she did. My grandmother didn't have a problem with it. However, some of the males in my family had an issue about it, of course, but honestly, it doesn't bother me what other people think about the things that I do, because it's my life and I make my own decisions. So it didn't really bother me. I just told my mom, like, you know, this and this and that, and this person is saying this to me and this person saying that. She was like, yeah, just ignore it. So yeah, so then when I actually looked at the WorldStar hip hop comments, a lot of people were making negative comments about the girls in the video, of course, that we have no self-respect and stuff like that. I mean, that's fine if people feel that way. Not everybody in the video was acting crazy. Some of the girls were acting a little wild, a little ratchet, but I mean, that's on them. I just feel it's not like they wrote the lyrics about us, you know. We're just girls that are casted by an agency and placed into a video. That's really all it is. It was a good experience. It was really fun. I was fresh 18, so I think it was a really cool experience to say I was in a video with the game. Like, I met the game, I met these celebrities and these producers and these directors, and you know, shit, the game picked me up and threw me in a pool. Like, how many people could say that? And yeah, so even when I posted it on Instagram, some girls were like, or some people was like, oh, like, you know, just talking shit about it, which is expected. I mean, I get it. I get why people would talk shit, but it's just like, first of all, tell me how many music videos you've been in with actual major artists. I'll wait. Oh, none? Okay then. So anyway, yeah, so that is the story about the time that I was a thought for the game. And if you don't know the video, I will link it down in the description box, but I'll also include some of the clips or parts that I was in. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will link the rest of my Storytime videos down below. There's a couple on my channel. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!